Hello, what's up guys, it's Promzy once again, and in today's video we are going to talk about 5 main problems faced by international students studying in Germany. So if you're ready, stay tuned. So in today's video we're going to talk about 5 main problems international students living in Germany faced. So let's just get straight to the point. Number 5 on the list is the language. Ask any international student in Germany and the first problem you hear is the language. There's an expression in Germany that goes like alle Anfang ist schwer. The beginning of everything is difficult. Like learning a new language is difficult, and the fact that you come to Germany with basic German and the only thing you can say when you come to Germany is I'm a boy, you're a girl, I'm going home. Sometimes you want to express yourself beyond that, and it becomes very stressful and hectic for the international student. And the inability for us to express ourselves in the language prevent us from getting certain jobs as neighboring jobs, as in our student jobs in Germany, because some offices require that you speak good German, and when you come to the country afresh, it's very difficult to just have a hold of the language. So that's one of the problems students face. Number 4 on the list is socialization and making German friends. So making German friends is very difficult in Germany. In as much as we are in German, international students tend to make friends with other international students. And one of the main reasons why I think this is so is because when international students come to Germany, their focus is to learn the German first. And learning the German, we end up in clubs and in language classes that there's no German there because they already speak the language and they don't have to take language courses. So we end up knowing ourselves and being comfortable around each other. And the fact that the language is also a barrier and expressing ourselves fluently is a big problem for the international students. I think that's one of the main reasons why making German friends is somehow difficult for international students. And one other factor is most international students choose to offer their courses in English, and these courses are mostly not taken by the German. They choose to take courses that are being offered in German because that's their mother language. But because of the language restrictions for the international students, most of us end up in the English courses, and there's kind of a clear barrier when it comes to German that you see a group of international students taking particular courses and group of Germans taking particular courses. Interaction between German students and international students is not that great. GW even did a documentary about it. I'm going to put the link in the description below so that you can watch it. Third on the list is the German education system. I spoke in my other video, 5 importance of learning in Germany, that Germany has one of the best education systems in the world. And as a matter of fact, the standard of learning or the education system is somehow a little bit above average, where students are more involved in the studies than in other parts of the world. That is, the sections are more practical and demanding, time demanding. So it's somehow difficult for the international student to cope with this system because the Germans, the local students have already grown up with this system and they're used to. But for the international student, meeting deadlines and doing a lot of practicals, writing reports is somehow tedious for us, but we are surviving. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video you are watching, and if you like the content, you can support my channel by hitting the subscribe button and giving me a thumbs up. Let's get back to it. Second on the list is management. I'm talking about stress, time, and financial management. So on the average, a student in Germany has more stress compared to normal worker in Germany because the education system in Germany is more demanding, time demanding, and everything demanding. They expect a lot from the students, and you have to come out with, you have to meet certain standards in Germany if you want to graduate from the university, and that becomes more stressful for international students who are moving from their local universities to continue the education here. The system is somehow different, and the education system demand more from us, and time management and financial management too is another aspect of difficulty international students come to encounter in Germany. So, you know, we all know Germans are punctual, and trying to be on time all the time is somehow stressful. It's very stressful for the international student. I find myself running between trains and bus because I'm not always late, but I'm unable to be on time, exactly on time for my appointment. And that was not only for me, but mostly for other international students. Combining studies and student job is somehow, you need time management to achieve that. You need a balance. So most international students in Germany live on block account. So you're supposed to manage your life within a whole year based on the block account, and you should be able to manage this amount of money the government gives you every month to sustain yourself in the country, as in the money you gave the government to give you back. Yeah, you should be able to manage yourself financially. If not, you end up overspending more than you're supposed to spend in a month. Number one on the list is Ausländerbehörde problem, or problem students face with the Ausländerbehörde. And this problem is faced by international students who require visa to stay or study in Germany. So the Ausländerbehörde is like the office in charge of immigration and refugees, and international students will fall under the section of immigration. And when it's time for students to renew their visa, sometimes it becomes very problematic. The requirements sometimes the Ausländerbehörde require from students, the students are sometimes unable to meet these requirements, and it becomes very problematic for the student to extend their visa and continue their education. One of the main problems students have with the Ausländerbehörde is the opening of second block account for extension of visa. In some cities, actually, the requirement changes from state to state and town to town. In some towns, they don't require the students make block account for extension of visa. But in other cities, students are required to make second block account for the extension of visa. And the opening of block account, as in the second time, is, in fact, both times, the first time and the second time, is always problematic for students. So I think this is the main 5 problems international students face in Germany. If you like this video and you find it very educative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Promzy, and I'm signing out. Peace.